было в истории мира, когда ты что-то делаешь чужими руками, чтобы все подумали на Васю, и никто не подумал, что на самом деле это Петя. В качестве специально были подобраны люди, которых можно выдать за ИГИЛ. Почему ИГИЛ? Очень удобно. Первое, что приходит в голову.
Brothers and sisters, just imagine for a second that you give £10 in donation and that £10 is used to buy food or bricks or whatever to help the people in Gaza. But then just imagine this amazing deed that you want to do, but we turn it into a money-making machine. How? The Waqf is exactly that. They take your money and the money that we are going to put in this Waqf, this building, and every single time the money generated from that Waqf, that building, is going to go to our Palestinian brothers and sisters for the next 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 150 years. And this will be a form of true Sadaqah Jariyah. I myself will be donating for that, inshallah. Click the link below and donate. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and preserve you guys. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Hope you guys are well, inshallah. I've got two amazing brothers here. On my right, Mohammed Hijab. On my left, Zishan, the champ, the one and only, of course.
Yes.
You know, he's one of the best Dawah channels with comedy and Dawah, and it's a unique mix he's done here.
It's a very unique blend.
It is.
Of artistic talent. Okay, that is it mixes you know, substance with style.
That's right.
In a way that people don't know how to do.
No, and what about Zishan's channel now?
You guys are gonna milk that till the day of judgment.
You can use that as meme. Okay, guys. So today, inshallah, we're gonna be reacting. Inshallah, it's a video you sent me, right?
Yeah.
So you guys know what the attack that took place in
horrendous attack.
It was. It was, and subhanAllah, we don't even know who these people are because it's so bizarre. Like the what they did, and when they got caught. I mean, you see these individuals who are really messed up in the head.
I have to say, I saw some of the videos, and I was actually surprised that the Russians didn't do more.
Bro.
I know that sounds quite a harsh thing to say, but there was a point where these guys were actually in hospitals. Like I saw them in the hospital bed.
Bro, 100%. I believe that worse should be done. I don't even know if I'm legally allowed to.
No, I'm just saying.
I would cut them one by one, step by step, bro. Like
I was. I don't know.
I'll be honest. Anyways, I'll cut that bit out. But yeah.
No, because I thought the Russians would do more, but obviously cutting their ear and stuff is.
I think they cut his ear and put it in his mouth.
Allegedly.
Well, he did cut the ear.
We don't
allegedly,
know.
I mean, those are clips, innit?
The real question everybody's wondering is the following.
Russia doesn't get an opportunity to get their side of the story because RT is banned, innit?
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, Hamas and the Taliban have actually, I think, condemned this in uncertain terms.
Interesting. And you know what people really want to know is, you know, everything that's going on in Israel.
They really want to know if Ali condemns Hamas.
Yeah. Condemn anyone that don't pray namaz. But the point is this, it's just a bizarre attack. Is this really ISIS? And this very ISIS that for odd reason attacks everyone and kills Muslims, but for some odd reason just does not say or do anything against Israel. Very bizarre.
And what's interesting is they're the Wahid group that apologizes to Israel as well, because in the Golan Heights...
Who apologized? What? Why?
Yeah, ISIS apologized to Israel for killing some of their people in the Golan Heights.
Are you making this up?
Oh, no, I'll give you the evidence, brother.
Bring your evidence if you're truthful.
I'm going to give you the evidence. But I don't know if I'm truthful, though. But I'll give you the evidence.
You tell the story about how you tried to find out what they call the Mossad when they deal with publicly?
I thought it was a reasonable question, but the trouble is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad is institute, but when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the Prime Minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the Prime Minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained. And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS. Just simple words like that. Interestingly enough, kind of a British model.
And but you're saying that maybe it's not ISIS. I mean, what evidence do you have, Ali?
Let's watch and see.
Совершенно очевидно, что была
I don't understand this language, brother.
чудовищная, жесточайшая, немыслимая операция под чужим флагом.
False flag.
Да, это когда много таких историй было в истории мира, когда ты что-то делаешь чужими руками, чтобы все подумали на Васю, и никто не подумал, что на самом деле это Петя. В В качестве исполнителей этой операции специально были подобраны люди, которых можно выдать за ИГИЛ. Почему ИГИЛ? Очень удобно. Первое, что приходит в голову. ИГИЛ, строго говоря, с Украиной не связан, на Украину не подумают. Никто не удивится, что ИГИЛ, потому что ИГИЛ действительно понасовершал массу терактов везде в мире. Более того, и у нас в России мы часто слышим от спецслужб, что предотвращена, и спасибо им огромное, низкий поклон, они действительно предотвращают какие-то теракты, мелкие, крупные атаки, разные атаки, в которых так или иначе задействован такого рода терроризм. ИГИЛ, не буду эти все запрещенные, естественно, в России упоминать название. В общем, надо было выбрать какую-то вот такую международную террористическую штуку и подобрать людей, которые на них похожи. Все это надо было сделать до выборов. В идеале 8 марта. Я совершенно с тобой согласна. Если сопоставить все факты, теракт должен был произойти 8 марта. Ну, решали они два вопроса. Во-первых, испорт всей стране, естественно, праздник на много-много лет.
Okay, guys, so we saw that, subhanAllah. Now, is that a surprise to you? Is that like, for her to say that? I'll be honest with you, even before it happened, I was like, really?
To be honest, false flag attacks like this are very common in history. Anyone who's a student of geopolitics, they know, even in Cuba, there's been declassified documents of the US saying that they would blow up a ship and blame the Cubans just so this war would happen, or just so the Americans would be on side. And this has happened many times. Even Israelis have committed false flag attacks as well to get the British on
side as well. So if they've done it before, they can do it again, like 9/11. For sure.
There are definite precedents in place that they have not only occurred, they are in established, documented, declassified documents, in fact. So when Russia is saying it, they're not saying it just out of nowhere, out of thin air, because Russia is definitely in center stage. In fact, China is getting roped into it as well. It's actually becoming East versus West. That's how it's becoming. So is it any wonder that something like this would be taking place at a moment like this? Exactly. Even when there's a clip on RT where there's an Israeli saying, we're going to come for you. We know what you've done.
Because let me tell you, we're going to finish this war. We're going to win because we're stronger. After this, Russia will pay the price. Believe me, Russia will pay the price. Russia is supporting the enemies of Israel. Russia is supporting Nazi people who want to commit genocide on us, and just Russia will pay the price.
Because there is also people saying that Russia was and is assisting what's going on, the resistance in Palestine as well. Yeah, so Russia is definitely kind of seen not to be favorable to the West at this moment in time, and even possibly Israel as well.
100%. The Zionists have their hands everywhere, so I won't be surprised. Hijab, what do you make of it?
Whoa, don't say that.
I think that was actually a fantastic analysis by Zishan. And it's actually a very plausible one, because if you consider where Russia is on the map geopolitically, it really is a difference between, what could happen in the future, because it's one of the only powers that, if a conglomerate of Muslim countries had its backing, could change the situation in the world in terms of Palestine. So I think that Russia is the key, in fact. It's one of the only countries in the world that can stand up to the United States of America. So one of the only countries. The other alternative is China. But you've got two options. Russia, at this moment in time, is at war with, effectively at war with NATO. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not really at war with NATO, if you like, now. But it's a proxy war. Yeah, it's a proxy war. It's more significant than many of the proxy wars that took place in the Cold War, in fact.
Yeah.
So I do think that there's all the incentive and the motive in the world
100%.
For this to have come somewhere from the West or from Israel itself.
And not only that, bro, if you look at the 4 individuals that carried this disgusting attack, is that one thing you notice with these people, even in history, like the Prophet, peace be upon him, at the time when the Khawarij existed, because these people are like Khawarij. By the way, we don't know who these specific individuals are. This extreme group of Muslims. We don't deny them being Muslim or not. I know there's some scholars.
Well, these guys could just be mercenaries.
They can be, but the point is this, bro. You've noticed something. The ones who killed Ali radiallahu anh, some narrations say that when he was being, the Sahaba were basically chopping their limb by limb, and he did not flinch. The moment they come to cut his tongue off, he started crying. And they said to him, why are you crying now? He said, I want to do the dhikr of Allah before I die. They are in this false reality of thinking they're doing it. Now, these 4 individuals, and one thing from ISIS attacks, they carry the attacks out until they're killed, or they kill themselves. Yeah? With these guys, they run. They're caught and they're crying. And I'm thinking to myself, I know how crazy, brainwashed, these ISIS individuals can be. Yeah. So to see that, I was like, that doesn't look like. Do you get it? When they are so immersed.
That's an interesting point as well, because
if you analyze
it's the traits of ISIS versus them.
Have you seen a video?
The language that they're saying is completely different, isn't it?
And the way they're behaving. Because I saw a video them being chased in the forest.
Yeah.
And he's crying. I'm like, bro, you just went and. How did you go from 0 to? So it shows me there's something else going on. Bro.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good point, because when I was looking at those videos, it doesn't seem like we're all privy to ISIS videos. Like, I'm not sure if you guys were watching it, but the Vice News used to bring them out all the time.
Yeah.
We kind of know what the traits of an ISIS fighter is.
Exactly.
Like what kind of language they would use, what kind of parlance they would have, what kind of attitude.
They want to die.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a lot of it is this prideful, almost braggadocious kind of style. These guys don't have any of that, and so it seemed like they were just kind of paid mercenaries.
Exactly, and they had weapons on them. They could have fired back at the Russian military. They don't. They get caught without being injured, not being shot. None of them were shot.
Yes.
Bro, it doesn't. None of them were shot. They got caught, and obviously they got tortured. But it's bizarre to me. It's like, you know what, bro? 100%. There is definitely someone else involved to change.
It's convenient timing, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Even Putin as well. He took a more diplomatic approach, but even his diplomacy, you can read between the lines and see what he's saying as well.
What was he saying?
Putin said that, okay, these were Islamist attacks. However, he's saying we want to find out the state sponsors behind these individuals. So again, he's in different words.
Well,
he's
exactly.
also saying this.
Why
as well.
would any Muslim country want to attack Russia? Let's just ask a question. For what reason would any Muslim country or anyone who's behind state by whatever, for what reason? Yes, it might be that the whole situation in Syria, it might be a connection of maybe ISIS for that matter, but then again, ISIS have been killing Muslims in their land.
No, but it wouldn't seem to be the timing for it now, because all Muslims are focusing on Palestine now.
Exactly, bro. And these bro, man.
And ISIS is the one that's firstly they're condemning Hamas. They're killing Muslims. More Muslims are killed than non-Muslims by ISIS, and they always seem to be attacking the enemies of Israel and never Israel, which is perplexing and very convenient.
Well, that's all we have to say, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys, I don't know what your takes on it, but put it in the comment section. But for our take on this matter, I think there's something really weird and sinister going on. Till next time, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.